Bitcoin, the crazy early days you'll wish you experienced. Do you remember the first time you heard about Bitcoin? It was probably just a blip the radar for most people. But what if I knew that those early days were like witnessing a miracle unfold? Imagine getting in on the ground floor of what would become financial revolution. Today, we're diving into the crazy days of Bitcoin. These are the moments you'll wish you had experienced firsthand. Bitcoin started as a wild experiment. Designed by someone using the name Satoshi Nakamoto, it hit the scene in 2009 with a white paper outlining a new way to think about money. Back then, most folks didn't understand what a cryptocurrency was, and even fewer would have believed how massive Bitcoin would become. Let's break down these incredible early days. We'll look at the challenges, the milestones, and the people who took a leap of faith. By the end, you'll see why some folks are still dreaming of those early days today. Let's rewind to 2009. The internet was buzzing with tech talk, but Bitcoin was a mere whisper among the noise. In January of that year, the first block of Bitcoin, known as the Genesis block, was mined. Satoshi Nakamoto sent 10 Bitcoins to a computer scientist named Hal Finney. This was the first recorded transaction of Bitcoin in history. Fast forward to 2010. Bitcoin was still super cheap, just a few cents. They hosted the first ever Bitcoin conference. Attendees were skeptical but intrigued. Can you believe that someone used 10,000 Bitcoins to buy 2 pizzas? That transaction is now famous. If only they knew what those pizzas would cost today. In those days, mining Bitcoin was much easier than it is now. You could mine from your home computer. People were discovering new blocks, and everyone wanted a piece of the action. In your wildest dreams, could you imagine mining Bitcoin at home while watching your favorite show? But that quickly changed. As more people jumped in, the competition ramped up. Unfortunately, not everyone saw Bitcoin's potential. Critics dismissed it as a bubble. Others even associated it with illicit activities. But amidst the skepticism, there were believers. They purchased early, hoping to catch the wave. By 2011, Bitcoin started to attract media attention. It was no longer just a tech oddity. It had created its first rival, Litecoin. Competition sparked new ideas and innovations. Suddenly, everyone was talking about cryptocurrencies. In 2013, things really took off. Bitcoin hit $1,000 for the first time. Can you imagine the excitement? Investors were jumping in, and traders were taking note. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Bitcoin's price was wildly volatile, swinging up and down. Many were afraid to hold on to it. This was also when Mt. Gox, the largest Bitcoin exchange at the time, integrated millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Then disaster struck. In 2014, Mt. Gox declared bankruptcy after losing a massive amount of Bitcoin. A devastating blow for the community. But the community rose again, stronger and more determined. To really appreciate the history, let's talk about some key figures. Meet Roger Ver, known as Bitcoin Jesus. He was one of the earliest adopters and a great promoter of Bitcoin. Then there's Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum. He was inspired by Bitcoin's potential and wanted to build something even bigger. These pioneers showed belief when others faltered. Let's also touch on some crucial developments. In 2015, Bitcoin continued to evolve with the introduction of smart contracts. This was later expanded with Ethereum, changing how we see digital assets. With each development, Bitcoin's narrative grew, capturing imaginations worldwide. And here we are today. Bitcoin is in the headlines often. It's evolved massively from those early days. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if you had jumped in early? Just imagine the stories you'd be telling your friends. So, what's the takeaway from Bitcoin's crazy early days? It's a reminder of how powerful innovation can be. Who knows what the future holds for cryptocurrency? If you found this video interesting, give us a thumbs up. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Did you invest in Bitcoin, or do you wish you had? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of tech, finance, and everything in between. Thanks for watching.